Hey everyone, I know Death Before Dishonor is tonight, but I figured I'd do a quick review of Pick Your Poison. This is a brand new ROH show from Dayton. I figured I'd just get it out while it's hot, fresh, and young. So I'm going to do a review of that. But before I get underway, let me just plug Death Before Dishonor one last time. Everyone needs to order this pay-per-view. Let me tell you something. If I find out that someone did not order this pay-per-view and paid the full $40 for Fatal 4-Way, then seriously, I want you to unsubscribe from my channel right now. And I don't want you to watch my videos ever again. So please, order Death Before Dishonor. I'm going to guarantee you this is going to be awesome. I'm so excited for this. I wasn't that excited for the Big Bang, maybe because I was burned out from WrestleMania, because it just took place the next week. But this is going to be awesome. So everyone, please order it. All right, so let's try to get through this really quickly. I don't want to give you a long 11-minute video here. So this is the Pick Your Poison show from Dayton. And it seems like every time I review a Dayton show, I say this is the best Dayton show since this show or whatever. But I'm gonna have to say that again here, and I guess the reason I say that a lot is because Escalation was an awful show and Battle for Supremacy was another bad show from 2008. But I would say this is better than A Cut Above. This is better than Final Countdown Tour Dayton. Best Dayton show since, I don't know, since probably 2006 or 2000, or maybe since Redemption is possible. I'm not sure. So let's get right down to it. The first match, we had like an indie showcase match. We had Sami Callihan taking on the Metal Master. This was solid. I think Sami Callihan is pretty underrated. He has got a pretty good character to him. The Metal Master put on a nice showing this whole weekend. Don't know much about him, but it was pretty fun to watch. Next up, we had Necro Butcher and Rasche Brown taking on Erick Stevens and Shawn of the Embassy. Oh man, this was tough to watch. I mean, what is it with Necro and the Embassy? Is this feud ever going to end? I know somehow Necro Butcher is with the Embassy now. I don't understand it. Every time to time, there's some guy that gets pushed to somewhat of a degree that I just don't understand. You know, Necro reminds me a lot of Eugene from 2004. I was just so happy when they booed him out of the building against Triple H at SummerSlam 2004, because that was pretty much the end of his little push. But yeah, seriously, I respect Necro. I mean, he's had some great matches in the past, but I just don't understand this anymore. So it's pretty much what it is. Maybe like 2 1/4 at the most. Next up, we had Chris Hero versus Petey Williams. This was an excellent match. It was short. It was solid. The crowd was really into it. Chris Hero and Petey worked extremely hard. It was just a nice, fun match. Nice competitive match. It wasn't a squash. Petey looked pretty good out there. I would say this. I would say Petey's a little bit underrated. I don't think he's that bad. I think the fact that he was wrestling with Sabin and Shelley and all these X Division guys on Spike TV, a lot of people kind of started to overrate him. The fact that he's from Canada, a lot of Canadian wrestlers are great. So I think a lot of people tended to overrate him. But now I think he's kind of underrated because a lot of people realize he wasn't really, on, Chris Sabin's level, so to speak. So, but him and Hero had an excellent mid-card match here. Just really fun stuff. Next up, we had Dark City Fight Club taking on the American Wolves. This was excellent. Like Big Rat said, this is the Dark City Fight Club's best match, and I definitely agree with that. It was had a lot of intensity. For whatever reason, both these two teams were just on. It just flowed really nicely. Eddie Edwards looked awesome here. The guy's improved so much. I've kind of been critical of him in the past, but over the last couple months, I think he's really stepped up his game, and him and Richards look phenomenal here. The American Wolves, by far the best tag team in Ring of Honor. The Briscoes could not get this match out of the Dark City Fight Club, but the American Wolves did get it out of them. So this is great. Next up, we had Aries and Rhett Titus taking on the House of Truth. I don't know. This is a mixed bag. My feelings on the House of Truth is this. They're not really a ROH regular tag team. They bring them in from time to time, but their matches just don't seem that important to me. They just feel like house show matches. They're the House of Truth. So, so they're taking on Aries and Rhett Titus. It was a fun match, though. House of Truth is a pretty good tag team. They bust out a lot of cool moves. They're pretty athletic. They're fun to watch, but the one thing about this match is Aries and Titus were kind of arguing with each other the whole match. They were just scuffling with each other. They were just bitching around to each other. That's pretty much the best way to put it. There was a funny spot in the match where Aries suplexed Titus by accident. So maybe like a 3-star match. Next up, we had the match of the night, the Pick Your Poison match. Steve Corino and Kevin Steen actually picked Roderick Strong to go against El Generico. This is an excellent match. This was a lot of people on the ROH message board are actually saying that this is the best Ring of Honor match that has taken place all year. So I think that says a lot right there. So amazing. And I actually preferred this over Davey and El Generico from the 8th anniversary show. That's how good I thought it was. It was awesome. It was very intense. It flowed really nicely. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Roderick and El Generico have a match together. Maybe in PWG they had a match at some point, but to my knowledge, never in ROH, which is a shame because they definitely need a rematch here. This was excellent. Maybe the best Dayton match since the four-way match of Redemption. Maybe a high 4 1/4 stars. And the spot of the match was Roderick pulled off the sickest thing I've ever seen him do. He basically suplexes. Looks like he's going for a suplex. Basically tosses El Generico in the air. As El Generico comes down, Roderick just does a gutbuster to him, or yeah, I guess that's what it was. I guess you could call it a gutbuster. Not really a backbreaker, but just a sick match. Very, very stiff. Great athleticism. Great action. Everyone needs to check this out. It's, in my opinion, yeah, it's definitely one of the top 10 ROH matches of 2010 so far. So please check it out. All right, next up we had the other Pick Your Poison match. J. Mark Briscoe taking on Steve Corino and Kevin Steen. El Generico picks the Briscoes to face these guys. This was not pretty. It was pretty rugged, pretty sloppy. You know, Steve Corino's out there. Fans are getting under his skin. It was a fun match, though, because Kevin Steen is in the match. He said a lot of slick things out there. Basically, Jay Briscoe went to suplex him, and then Kevin Steen said something funny. He's like, "You can't pick me up, asshole. I'm too heavy." Or he said something like that. It was pretty funny. So this is maybe like a 3-star match. It was pretty much a slugfest. It wasn't pretty, but, you know, pretty fun to watch. Watch it without the commentary. I think you'll like it better. All right, next up we have the main event. Kenny King and Tyler Black for the ROH World title. This is Kenny King's first ever ROH World title match. Before the match, Kenny King cuts an excellent promo. Probably the best promo I've seen him cut. Just it was pretty much serious, straight from the heart, so it was good stuff. You know, it started off kind of slow. You know, the chemistry wasn't really there at first. But, you know, I didn't really hear the crowd chanting, "This is boring," maybe because I had the commentary on. So, but surprisingly, I loved this match. I thought it was good. I think it's a solid 4 stars. I just really enjoyed it. I thought they built to a good finish. The near falls are pretty good. The crowd was pretty hot for it. I thought Tyler Black worked extremely hard, and so did Kenny King. There was a lot of nice counters. They just kicked the crap out of each other. You know, the near falls are pretty good, like I said. So, just an excellent match. The crowd wasn't on Tyler Black's side at all. Kenny King was definitely the favorite here. It's pretty sad because Kenny King's not extremely over throughout the whole ROH, you know, touring scene. So I don't know, but you know, Tyler Black and Kenny King put on an excellent match. This is underrated. This is a 4-star match. This is an excellent show. You know, you get a lot of great stuff. Tyler Black and Kenny King was great. That's 4 stars. El Generico and Roderick Strong, match of the night, excellent match. And Dark City Fight Club versus the American Wolves was the best match Dark City Fight Club has had to date. So, and so you get some nice supporting matches as well. This is an excellent show. So pick your poison if you get a chance, and order Death Before Dishonor tonight. And hope you guys enjoy the show. All right.